My first thought was, and I'm by no means trying to be ugly toward the parents, but who goes to dinner and leaves 3 children unattended?
Yeah.
I mean, this resort, from what I could tell from looking at the pictures of it when this was being covered by the news, it was a fairly nice resort. It wasn't just a run of the mill, 2-star resort. It looked very nice. I've never been to it, but it looked nice. The resort did Ocean Club, it was called. They did have a nanny service or like a babysitting service. And from what I recall, the McCanns, I think, had utilized that a couple of times. So my question was always, why did you not utilize the service? Who chooses to put 18-month-old twins and a 3-year-old toddler to bed and leave and go to dinner? And the resort, or I'm sorry, the restaurant they went to is a tapas restaurant. It was roughly 50 meters away.
Right.
You're not just sitting out back on the patio and the kids are in there sleeping. You're walking a good distance to go to dinner.
That's a common theme, and I think that we can ask that question without going into the world of victim blaming, because and that's because it's shared by most parents. So it's not quite victim blaming, but we got to admit too that unfortunately, when we have any kind of tragic event, as there are factors that contribute to risk that are displayed there. So and you know what, and it's also not unnatural to compare things that go on around us with the way we would behave or look at it. So you're not the only one. I think probably millions of people, the first thing they thought is like, again, why were you so far away? And there's and I guess there's some avenue of diligence in making regular checks. I get that and everything. Maybe a little bit of being naive about the environment and forgetting where we're at. We always talk about how maybe many years ago people would talk about unlocked doors and windows in our homes, and now you've got triple deadbolts and things like that, and alarm systems.
And cameras all over the house.
Yeah. So but that's a natural thing that people ask. I asked it too. Because I have a daughter, you have a son, and the idea that we do that. So I will get ahead of that right now. I don't think it's victim blaming. It's a risk factor. And again, we've talked about that over and over again, that one of the principal things in investigations is identifying vulnerabilities and risk. And that's it, is that my prayers go out to them. They always have.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they beat themselves up over it. But I think one thing I thought was, and not that it's okay to leave a 13 or 14-year-old, but it's not like they're sitting there watching a movie and they're 13 and 14 and you're just going to go eat real quick and you told them, do not open this door. You're talking about toddlers.